Welcome back to Monday Mats with Lucas. So this week's episode, we're giving a little bit more free reign of whether we'll do whatever video we want to do on whatever subject we want to do. Some guys will be talking about sex and stuff like that, or like tagging and all that. So they have a little bit more system. So I decided to talk about more about what I usually do for fun, which is weightlifting, CrossFit, or as I like to say, I like bulking up a little bit more. Um, for those of you guys that don't know what bulking up refers to, is when you just build up muscles and you start becoming stronger and you start, you don't worry about your weight as much. You just worry about getting bigger in general. Um, I'm in the current process of bleeding down. So most of that is just because I was in surgery and I couldn't really do any more muscle things, and I was eating out a lot. So I was gaining weight, but not in a good way. So now that I've recovering from top surgery, now I'm just waiting. I've been eating cleaner. I've been lifting, but I've been trying to lose weight, not in an unnecessary way. That so I could still keep my strength up. So let me tell you a bit about my background. I have been doing CrossFit and weightlifting for the past 2 years. I've been lifting a little bit more. I started weightlifting back in 2015, 2014, so on. I started. I was very weak at it. Uh, it I started when I started. I started with the 35-pound men bar, which is I couldn't put any weight on that. It was just completely that, just a bar, and that's it. Now depending on what movement it is, my deadlift is at 350. My I 350 pounds. My power cleans are about almost 200. Um, my clean and jerks are probably 165, 185. They're not heaviest, but they are heavier than a lot of cis men that I know at my CrossFit. Not a lot, but a couple of cis guys. So I'm heading there, where my strength is as high as most of these guys. Uh, and when I talk about guys like that, it's like they're taller guys, they're cis guys. Obviously, it's hard to compete with these guys. So I'm here to talk about bulking. Um, when we're talking about bulking, we're not talking about eating shit and a half. We're talking about eating a lot of protein, uh, healthy protein. What I mean by healthy protein would be like lean meat. We're probably be talking about steak, something like that. Not eating out as much, cutting down on those carbs. That's mostly for leaning out, but I mean, if you don't want, if you want to bulk up healthily, you want healthy in a healthy way, you might want to watch eating out and all that. Watch out for that. So, a good place to start is always, if you're trying to bulk up, the best way to start is with weightlifting. Um, it all depends where you're coming from. If you're an athlete, then you probably are leaner. Then you're probably, be a little bit easier for you to gain muscle and look more cut on while doing it. If you're not an athlete, let's say you're barely starting, it's also good to start off easy. You're not gonna start off and say, okay, I'm gonna weight deadlift 300 pounds, 200 pounds, I don't know. You wanna start off with the techniques. Whenever you're talking about something, you wanna start off with technique. Um, if you like lifting, if you want to do lifting, I would always suggest look up the technique, try to see what the technique is. Do not start off heavy. You want to start off light. Like anything else, you want to start off slow, get perfect that technique before you start going up. Um, an experience of these have been when I did my front squats or my power snatches. I wouldn't squat right. What I mean by that is my squat position wasn't correct. Uh, I didn't have both feet on the ground. I have a tendency of putting more weight on my front foot than my back foot for that, and then my coach had to correct that. Um, so when bulking up, yeah, you're gonna do a lot of weightlifting. Um, you're gonna be doing a lot of weights. You're gonna mess around with dumbbells. Um, but you also have to remember to start off slow. Um, like anything else, I'll be showing you guys videos of stuff that I do at CrossFit, that I do at when I weightlift. I've done, you know, a lot of stuff, and it's good. I mean, it's good to have that, but it's also good to remember to eat healthy, to when you weightlift, you want to start off slow, and then you'll start developing the muscles. You'll start seeing that you get stronger in general. That's how I saw when I first started weightlifting. Okay, I was like, oh shit, I'm weak as fuck. I started with a 15-pound bar, and now I'm seeing more results doing so. So, if you guys have any questions, you know, I'll be posting a little bit more short video of what my workouts consist of. But if you guys, especially if you're pre-T or you still don't have any testosterone, it's not. I've seen, you know, cis women bench press a lot. You know, they're muscular too. It's not hard to do so. It's not. You can still build muscle. There's nothing saying that you need testosterone to build muscle. I've seen really strong girls, and I've seen really strong pre-T guys. It's all about developing that technique. Alright guys, well, we'll see you guys next week.
Now we're turning up the heat of the shovel to repeat, to repeat, to repeat, to repeat, to repeat, to repeat. She said I love this song. Shouts to all my lost boys, we rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys, we rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys, we rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my